Hi everyone, welcome to this new video in which we're diving into the American capitals. That means that in this video we'll be having a look at all the countries in North America and South America and discover their respective capital cities. Are you ready for a wild ride through an entire continent? Then make sure to keep watching. As America is a huge continent with a lot of countries over North and South America, we'll take it one piece at a time. The first country we're looking at is French Guiana. Its capital city is Cayenne. The next country is Suriname, with its capital Paramaribo. Next to Suriname is Guyana, with capital city Georgetown. Then we go to a slightly bigger country, Venezuela. The capital of Venezuela is called Caracas. Next to Venezuela is the country of Colombia with its capital, Bogota. One of the neighboring countries of Colombia is Ecuador, which has the capital, Quito. South of Ecuador, we find the country of Peru with its capital, Lima. We continue our journey southward until we reach Bolivia. Bolivia is quite a special country since the biggest city and the most important city is La Paz, but the constitutional capital is Sucre. So you could say that this country has two capital cities. Next up is the country of Paraguay with capital Asunción. And next to Paraguay, we find the very stretched out country of Chile, which has the capital Santiago. Next to Chile, we find Argentina with capital Buenos Aires. The relatively small country of Uruguay has capital Montevideo. And then we have the largest country in South America, Brazil, which has capital Brasilia. So those were the South American countries, already quite a lot. Now let's move on up to North America. To cover North America, we'll split it up into three parts. If you see the group of islands, we will not be covering those right now, we'll do it later on in the video. The same for the most southern part of North America, we'll also keep that for later on. The why will become clear in a while. So let's look at what we have left, and let's start in the south with the country of Mexico. The country of Mexico has as its capital Mexico City. That's not too hard to remember, I think. Moving on, a bit north of Mexico, we find the United States of America, the USA, with its capital Washington, D.C. You can find more information about the United States of America in our video about, you guessed it, the United States of America. Follow the link in the description. North of the United States of America, we find the country of Canada. The capital of Canada is Ottawa. And then in the upper north, we find Greenland. Greenland is not entirely an autonomous country. It is part of the Kingdom of Denmark. Its capital city is Nuuk. So just before we started talking about Mexico, the USA and Canada, I said we would leave some parts out of it. You can see that it's split up into two main parts. You have the mainland and then you have all the islands. We will start by looking at the mainland between North America and South America, which is aptly named Central America. In the upper northern part of Central America, we find the country of Belize, with its capital Belmopan. Next to Belize, we find the country of Guatemala, with its capital Guatemala. Further down to the south, there is the country of Honduras, which has the very difficult capital city name Tegucigalpa, and I hope I pronounced that right. Next to Honduras, there is the country of El Salvador with the capital San Salvador. Continuing south, we find the country of Nicaragua which has the capital city of Managua. Then there's Costa Rica, which has the capital San Jose. And the last of the Central American countries is Panama, with its capital Panama. So that's all of the countries in Central America. But we left out all the islands in the Caribbean. Let's have a look at them. Well, not at all the islands, because there's a lot, but just a look at the big islands, the main islands in the Caribbean area. This time we take it west to east, and we start off with Cuba, with its capital Havana. Next up there is the island of Jamaica, which has as its capital Kingston. Then we have Haiti with Port-au-Prince. Next to Haiti, but still on the same island, there's the Dominican Republic with its capital Santo Domingo. And at last there's the small island of Puerto Rico, which is part of the US, which has as its main city San Juan. These Caribbean countries complete our overview of American countries and their capital cities. It's really a lot, certainly if you have to study them by heart. So take your time, rewatch the video, split it up into separate parts if you need to study them. Thanks for watching, keep in touch, subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you for a next Begrepen video.